Yeah. So you have seen the last class. You have seen that uh, we have worked on the layouts, right? So you have seen. By the way, Ayan, I said that you can remove the fields, or somebody I told, right? The buttons. How to remove the buttons on the pages. So
Yeah.
did anyone try that?
Oh no, I think course you have to give in the task for
Kosik,
Kosik.
Kosik,
Oh,
Kosik.
it was also for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
tell everybody, everybody. You do not
okay.
keep garbage in your screens, right? So you have to remove
Yeah,
the buttons.
actually, you have another assignment with this import, and also there was an in the related or tab was in the relations means related tab. You have just told us to configure something.
Yeah. Did you configure that? How did you
Yeah,
configure?
from the layout I have just configured.
Yeah, from
And
here, right? You're seeing my screen?
just yeah, huh.
Yeah.
No related tabs. Yeah, from this list. Yeah,
Right.
related tab and the field
And
list. Yeah.
how do I remove the unnecessary buttons I don't want to see? So if I am going to this and I want to remove the unnecessary buttons, so many buttons are there. I don't want this. How can I do that?
These are the global buttons, so we can go to the
Over
layout
and
and that
override.
override that quick actions in the this from
No,
this
if
we
I
can
don't want to override, what should I do to clean up my screen? I want to keep on edit and delete. Rest I don't need.
edit and delete on your
Here
only
in this
this.
screen, I want to only keep this button and this button. Rest I don't need. What will I do?
It's in a detail view, right? It's not the list view. So if I go to the record view, then you are asking these buttons. Okay,
Yeah,
you
We have
don't
to
want to remove
Global
this.
drag
actions.
this and
yeah.
Global actions.
No. We have to use that the account detail form. In the account detail form, I have to remove the buttons from here to there. Not this on account detail. There is an edit, change owner. These buttons are there.
So this is which layout should I change on, and where do I change? How do I know which layout belongs to me?
From that, we have to check that the uh, user profile and which profile has been assigned.
How will I
Uh,
see that?
that the steps I forgot. From where there is an
Which
options, I
layout
think.
assignment?
A layout assignment, yeah, layout assignment. I can check which layout has been assigned
That's
as a
correct.
system.
So I am a system administrator. This is
Yeah,
my profile,
yeah,
and I have the account layout assigned to me. So I
account
can
layout
jump into the
assignment.
account,
Yeah,
and
and
I see there are two sections which is giving me the buttons. These
yeah,
section, standard
and
section, and quick action sections. Okay.
yeah.
Sometimes this quick action section all is looking like this. Okay.
Mhm.
If that happens, then you will see it will be looking like this. Here it is a combination of edit, the A buttons, and I will show it to you. So one by one, I think we covered this in class, but you guys did not play around. Please play around. It is very important. Otherwise, you will not understand. So I am removing the buttons, right? I have to drag this up on this section. That's how we want to give it back. So let us keep only edit and delete. Okay. So I'm moving out all my standard buttons from the screen. And save it. Then what will happen? Let us refresh. You see, most of the buttons are gone. I am now left with new case and
Okay.
visit website. Now these buttons are coming from global publisher layout. Okay. That we can go ahead, and if I go to publisher layout, This is the global action publisher layout. I can go and see these are the new tasks and new cases. If I remove it from here, then everything will be gone. Okay, then I can even remove this and it is gone. So global actions as well as this are coming here. Now what I can do, I can also override the global actions using the quick
Middle,
actions, this one. So if
yeah,
I override this, then I can take out all these buttons. In that case, the global publisher layout is no longer in action. The layout quick action has overwritten that. So if I now do this and I do a refresh, okay, that's gone. Now what I can do is that I can also do another level of override, which is basically overriding this one.
Yeah.
Okay, this I can also do. If I am overriding on this section, Salesforce mobile and section I, then basically once this is activated, then basically these quick action and this section completely gets deactivated.
Yeah.
Okay, then the control is completely shifting into the this quick action things, right? Now the other thing is, so you have understood now that the page layout is basically how we can control detail and related list, and we can control the buttons which is showing up at the screen. We also have something like compact layout, which is controlling this section, right? We saw this in the last class.
yes,
Okay, good. Now, did we talk about record types in the last class?
record types, yes.
Yes,
Based on record types, we have used the pick list value depending on
that's correct. So,
profile.
yes, so record type can make page layouts dynamic. Otherwise, the page layouts are static. Page layouts are associated to the users. Record types makes it associated to the users as well as the type of record. Okay, so what kind of record you are editing or creating, based on that the layout can change. So layouts become dynamic. But modern wise, in Salesforce modern world, we are not too dependent on page layout, record types, and this compact layout. Now we have a new way of doing designing our screen, which is called lightning record pages. Okay, which can give you a control of everything on this window, everything. Okay, there are two ways of creating a lightning record page. One, you can go here and edit page. This will copy the standard Salesforce lightning page and give it to you for changes. Okay, the other way is to go to here, lightning record page, and do a new. Okay? If you are doing it from here, then basically you have to understand a little more. This is a little advanced technique. You have to understand what kind of page you are using. You are basically changing a record page, and then you have to specify which object you are creating. So account lightning page, and then you can choose what kind of like what kind of settings or template do you want to choose from. Okay, what you are seeing now on the screen, this template is actually the clone Salesforce default template. This is group default template. You can go and use this also. And if you are choosing this is you are more in control and you can do whatever you want. And you can see how it will look like, right? You seeing this in all devices, how will this screen will position itself. You can choose based on what is your interest area. Okay, but if you are happy with how Salesforce has grouped it, this is the way Salesforce by default is using it. By default, this is the 3-column structure which is there. So you can choose either of this clone default. This is works with desktop, tablet, and phone. This is how it will look like. If I'm choosing this, fine with it. Now it is, see, it has copied almost the same thing, right? This portion it has copied over to you. Till now, there was no lightning page. So it was system, lightning page was getting generated by Salesforce. The benefit of using this, now you can control everything of the screen, which is comes below the tab. Anything below this tab is something which you can control now. Okay, let's go one by one. So detail. You can say I want the detail section to be here. That is possible. You can bring this and position it here. Yeah. You can say related tab, I detail sec tab I don't want, so I can go ahead and remove the detail tab from here. Okay. I can bring a new tab here. I can say activity is a tab I want to bring here. Right. Done. And in the activity tab, probably I want to bring this one. I will put it here. Okay. Chat, and maybe I will remove this section altogether. So I have related an activity tab in this side, and detail I have moved to the right side. Right. Save and activate. Now page layouts can be activated at 3 levels. That is very important. Or default. Or default means this new page or new way of looking at your account records can be given to everybody throughout the application. So it will override the Salesforce default way look and feel. And now you have created new look and feel for your account record, and you can assign it to the org default. So this everybody will get it if you assign it to org default. What you can say that this page will only open if you are inside an app. So which app are we using now? Batch 46 app. So this will only affect this app. So I can assign it to the app. I will say batch 45 will only use it. And for which device? I can say both for desktop and phone, I can use this. Otherwise, I can say that this will be only used by the, if I open batch 46 app, account record inside a desktop. Okay. So I can choose this based on what form factor I'm using, which device am I using, and do it, and then basically save this. So once I save this, this is activated for that. So if I am now making this, you will see now it looks very different. The account details are on the right side, related tab and activities are on the left side. So you can rearrange your page altogether. It's a very powerful way of doing this thing, right? So now another thing to mention here is that you are in batch 46. This page account looks like this way. If I change my app to sales and open the same account, Burlington account, it will look the Salesforce way, the default Salesforce way. Okay. But had you used the org default, then this page would have also changed.
Yeah, it's a app specific. That's why it's only the batch 45. Okay.
Yes. You can also activate it to the more granular level. Which app, which record type, and which profile.
Okay.
Thank you. Please bring. You have to wash it. Okay.
Okay.
My 5-year-old loves to do me a black coffee.
Okay.
He was asking me, should I start? Anyway, so you understand, right? So Lightning record page is so powerful. Lightning record page gives you ability to completely redesign your look and feel of the entire record. So it gives more control. It is even more powerful than that. So let us see that. So I am on the account page again. Now you see, you can take it to the next level. You are seeing this is now a account record page, and I am going there. I am editing this once again. I can open edit from here also. I can open edit from here also. Now editing this is basically create another record type page because this is the default, right? If I go back to batch 46, then it will open up the page I had created. Please remember this. The context is very important if you are doing it from here. Okay, this will open the current page, current record type, which we have created. Now this was the one we have created. Here, these are different sections in the related tab, right? This has all is coming from this layout. This section is also coming from the layout, right?
Okay.
Now, the power of this layout is even further, as I said. So here, what you can say is that I will probably create separate tabs for my related lists. Yeah, I don't want to see this all together in one shot. Okay, so what I can do, I can completely remove this. Okay, and probably I take the potential duplicate above, and the insufficient privilege is not required. I will remove the related tab in the tab section, and I will probably add now different tabs for different related lists. So probably I will create with, I think contact is there. The only problem with this list is it's not typeable. Neither it is alphabetic. It's very difficult. It's hard. It is very hard. This is a very bad UI which they have, Salesforce has given us. Yeah, contact is not. I don't see any contact by default. So we will create one. Yeah, I don't see that name. Opportunities I can see, but I don't see. Right? Are you able to see anything called contact? Give it a clear thought. So you don't create a new tab if it already is there. Otherwise, you can always go for a custom and say contacts. Okay, so I have now created a contact and I want to individually put a related tab. So related list. So you can do two things. You can type related list and you can see there are two kinds of related list: single related list and dynamic related list. Right? If so, related list is this is containing everything. So related list is the single way of doing it. So you see how it is different. It has lesser control. It's not in the current page layout. Okay. Somehow the contact was removed. That's why it is showing there. I will just fix it. No, context is there. Oh, sorry, activity histories. This is my bad. So I will now change this to contacts. Please remember, contact and contracts are two standard objects. Sometimes people read it very fast and make mistakes. So please be careful about it. Okay. Now I have created a contact list. There are different ways of showing it. It can be a default. It can be a basic list like this. It can show as tiles like this. There are different designs. Okay. So basic list and enhanced list is also there. So this is like something else. Add to campaign is those buttons. So these are things which you can do with the related list views. So you can make it look very different. Yeah. So choose the style which you want to show. It's the same table showing in different ways, right? Tile form. So enhanced list is good enough. You can keep it there. Otherwise, if you're not very happy with this, and you can check how many records will I display, and then I will pagine it, right? So it will be next button. Or if you're not very happy with this one, you can even take more control. So you can remove this and go for dynamic related list single. This allows you to choose which columns to show from here. So you have taken more control now. So you can even choose what contact columns I can add here. I can add more columns. I can even show this as tile or list. That is also possible. Okay, and I can define a sort order. I cannot add filters if I require. So difference between this one and this one is this can be a filtered list. This cannot be a filtered list. Yeah, this is the main difference which you will need. And you can also add actions here. So these buttons, right, which you can add. So you can say that I will probably also allow them to merge contacts if there are multiple contacts, right? So these are things which you can do. So dynamic related list can give you even more control on the related list, right? So you can now create multiple tabs and move every tab to different opportunity. I saw something was there, right? So let's create another opportunity object. This is opportunities. And we can also bring the dynamic list for opportunities. Yeah. See, and you can say that I will probably sort by stage. Okay, that's how. So you have more control, more granular control, and what you can now do, go to the account page. And this Burlington will look very different. Now see, your data list are different tabs inside. So how you are making it easier for your users to navigate. Okay, so choose that appropriate format which is more easier for your customers to use. Every customer's choices will be different based on what they choose for themselves. You can go ahead and use it, right? You can make weird decisions. You can say that I don't need the header portion, I will do something like this. That is also fine, right? Okay, this header list can also be made dynamic. Yeah. So you can say that, you see this, not this can be brought in here also. If this can, you can like play around with anything anyway. So let us like bring it to something. So here, this is the detail section, right? Here it is called completely controlled by the layout. So whatever changes you are doing in the layout, this will show up here. But you can also upgrade this to dynamic forms. What does it do if we upgrade to dynamic forms?
You
This
can
will attach.
rearrange the field.
Sorry, come again.
Yeah, I think dynamic form means we can rearrange the design fields, positions, and this one.
Yes. So you will now take the full control of the fields from the page layout. You do not need, sorry, from in the lightning page, you do not need any uh, uh, lightning layout to support, right? So what will happen if I say upgrade? It will say that I will copy this fields from your layout. You can choose which layout I am copying from. So this is this, and then this will format it according to this way. Okay, and these dynamic sections can also have the ability now to show some fields, which is you can hide and show fields. For example, if you say the facts field is, I can make the industry field like required, when basically required and visible when basically it is active equal to yes. So then only I want to show this field and I want to make it mandatory, right? How will that work? So if I go now you will see this will change. So it looks very different now. Your sections are collapsible. That is the benefit. But you also, so you see this looks very different, but you see the active. If I make this as yes, immediately I have the industry which becomes mandatory, right? And I have to save this. This also affects here your layout. So if I am going down below, where is the active? Active, I make it no. This goes away. Clear? So layout no longer is in control now. Everything is dynamic layout. The dynamic forms. Okay. Please remember this. So this this gives you ability to show hide fields at will. You can say use the same thing on the buttons also. You can make the buttons show hide. That for that you need dynamic actions. Once I upgrade this, again the buttons can be migrated from any layout. Then basically you can add buttons or drag and drop things. This delete and edit is there. I want to reorder this. And I will say I will allow delete to show up only when the account is inactive. Right? So what happens when I am now going to the screen and reactivating it? So I am reloading it. Where is this? Where is your spoon? Where is your spoon?
Here's the spoon.
Yeah. So here you'll see now. Yeah, the edit button is delete button is not there. So if I make this no and save it, the delete button comes up.
Action can be controlled by a
Visibility of the auctions can also be controlled using dynamic actions. Okay, so you have to upgrade this as dynamic action. You can also make this header dynamic. For that, you have to use this field. Please note, this is not under components, it's under fields. This is called dynamic highlight panel. So you can bring dynamic highlight panel here. The normal compact layout gives you only 6 fields. In dynamic highlight panel, you can put 12 fields. So you can remove this dynamic action section completely, and you can drag and drop what you actually need here. So you can say that I need account active, what is that? TST, industry, and what is that website? Something of that sort. I can put more. Thank you. So here, and then you can add. Then you can go there and you can also add buttons. You can say, I will now add edit button. I can add the delete button. And I can do this dynamic visibility here also. I can go here and I will say add visibility, account active equal to no. This is a bug which comes up many times. So you can hand type it, done. And you can make edit button. Yeah, so this, and you can also make a field like industry also visible when active is equal to yes. So you are now able to do dynamic field visibility on your detail section. You can do dynamic field visibility on your highlight section, highlight panel. You can do dynamic field visibility on your buttons. You can also do dynamic visibility on your tabs. So if you say, I want opportunities to only show up for active accounts, you can do that. This whole tab vanishes for inactive accounts. So I can also show this section, as we can also add dynamic visibility on everything. So Lightning record pages give you ability to make everything dynamic, right? So you can choose the appropriate setting. So this gives you a full control of what you are trying to do. So what you can do is that I will just refresh the screen or reset my, you see the opportunity tab is gone. So I can edit this and I can make it active and save. Immediately opportunity tab comes back. Yeah. So everything on this page can be made dynamic. So that is the main objective of using Lightning page. Lightning page, again, as I said, is 3 levels. Please remember that. Lightning page can be org-wide defaults. That means all application and every user will see it that way. Lightning page can be utilized for this. What you are seeing right now is record page. That means this record page or any records you are opening, you can modify that Lightning page of that record. You can also change the home page. You can do it the same way. You can go and edit page. That way you can build your home page. Yeah, you are saying that this assistant is of no use for me. I want to see today's event and today's tasks side by side, quarterly performance, can come lower. My recent records are more important for me. So I'll bring it here. Key deal opportunities are more important for me. And then my quarterly performance is good enough. So now I have reshuffled, and it is also the home page also. You can set as of default. So every application can have that. You can have separate homepage for separate applications, separate apps. Okay, please remember that also. So when I go back, I will see this was my homepage, right? So if I now refresh this, my homepage is completely transformed. Okay, so Lightning page allows you to create homepage. Lightning page gives you to allow record page. Lightning can also keep a separate tab which you define on from scratch. You can do that also. You can say that I want to create a brand new page, which is not a record page, which is not a home page. So I will go and I will say that I can go to a Lightning record page. Then type page, and you can start from here also. So you can take an account, and you can say Lightning record page, I want to build something from scratch. So here I say app page. App page means is something which is not related to any object. So I will say my own page. Yeah, and it has two regions, something like this. Done. And probably I want to bring two dashboards side by side, right? Let's bring that. So I want one dashboard here and one dashboard here. So there isn't any dashboard. So I can design two dashboards and we can add this, or I can put some flows or anything else. So let's put a list view. I will create a list view for which object? Maybe account object. I will create a list view for maybe opportunity object. Or I can say I want a chatter feed also. No, let us put list view, another list view. And it is for maybe contact object. Tool is by side by side, and just I made up a page. I activate this page. It's called page activate for all users, and you can give it to that, skip and save. And this, you can add this page to any app, right? So for that you have to create a tab. I will go to the setup and create a new tab. I think Lightning page already has a tab. Yeah, Lightning page is already there. So this tab has already come in. So I can add this to any app. Maybe I can add this to my app launcher. I will go to app manager, and I will go to batch 46 app. And I will navigation items of the tabs, and my own page is now there. So I can add this to my application, and that's it. So if I go back now and I go back to batch 46 app and I refresh the screen, now my own page is one of the pages I have created, which is from scratch. There is nothing.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. So I have created a app page now. So home page you have seen, app page you have seen, and record pages you have also seen. Clear? This one. Record pages is individual pages. The Lightning pages give you control to do or make a page complete dynamic, right? So if you are using Lightning page or you have activated Lightning page already, then do not start using page layout. That is my best practices. because it will make managing everything very difficult. So in that case, you can mark the page layout as not in use and move it completely to lightning page. You can create one lightning page for mobile, one lightning page for desktop also, which gives you even more control. One form factor based lightning page also, you can do that. I would suggest always do that way, which will give you better control what you are showing on mobile phone and what you want to show on your on your desktop. Yeah, so you can have two versions of the pages. You can also have app specific pages also. I don't understand why you will need that much. Most of the time you will be using org default. Okay, because that's how you want to. Yeah. But if it is a mobile version of the app, which is completely different, then probably you can also have app specific pages. Right? That's how it is done. Any questions?
No, we really don't.
I think you please play around with lightning pages. I
Yeah.
think let this week for your
And-
lightning discussions. Please change all your layouts work and of film actor and things, and please configure a lightning page. That is your assignment. Yeah.
And sir, one question. We are changing this all the settings to lightning page, and this is for the purpose of this, for if client want this type of data when they will click the Salesforce. Is this the main purpose of changing everything?
So page layout is giving a very small control of yours. You can change the detail section, right? That to static. You can just reorder the fields and that's it. You cannot do anything else. Related list, you also need the page layout. Related list, you can also only reorder or put which columns you want to show. That is the limited field, right? These are the basic features. And you can put some buttons, which button to see or which buttons to show. That is the limited control you had. For the header, you have to use a custom layout, right? Sorry, compact layout.
Complex
Compact layout is not specific to users. It is specific to it's not specific to users. It is specific to record type, and it is specific to what object you are showing on the header, right? So this, and none of these has any dynamic visibility. Conditional visibility not there. Okay, so for conditional visibility, you had to create a record type and then another page layout where that button is not, or that field is not there, or that button is not there, right? So it was very difficult in previously. For every dynamic visibility thing, you had to create a record type, right? So that field or that buttons don't show up. So Salesforce has got rid of that. So now layout and details at this rudimentary stuff you still need to know, because by default when Salesforce will activate, it will activate based on layouts. So it is very important to understand where these things are coming from and where to change immediately to get results. But when we actually are doing projects nowadays, we are no longer utilizing layouts. We are no longer utilizing compact layouts. We are no longer utilizing the default button settings or layouts. So layouts are no longer in control. Record types are no longer in control. All that you could do using page layouts and record types, apart from the filtering of the pick list, everything else you can handle in Lightning page, and you can make everything dynamic. So based on the user's settings, like the type of user, based on the value of that record, based on the device from which you are logging in, you can completely make that page dynamic. Okay, so there is actually no requirement now to, when the live projects are done today, everything we build using Lightning pages. We do not depend on record types. Sorry, we do not depend on page layouts anymore. Compact page layouts or page layouts anymore. So we build everything and we make everything dynamic using dynamic layouts, dynamic pages, Lightning pages. Pages can also refer to layouts till you make the Lightning page dynamic forms or dynamic actions. Please remember this. So activating Lightning page is not good enough. You can make a lot of rearrangement, but it is still using the layout and it is still using the compact layout. It is still using the layout for actions, it is still use the reader list of the layouts by default, but you can override that. You can make dynamic forms, you can make dynamic actions, you can make dynamic dynamic light highlight page. What is this? Do not put anything in mouth. So the all it gives you a lot of features and capabilities, which until recently you had to write code for that.
Okay.
Right now it is not required. Basic visibility, conditional visibility, everything you can handle just by configuring the lightning page. It is not required for you to write a single line of code.
But in case we have to write, if record type is there, that the pick list value, then that cannot be supported in the Lightning app.
No.
So
Pick list values filtering is still done using that record type.
okay, so if we do that one, so that layout will not affect in Lightning app. I cannot modify that layout.
Pick list values has nothing to do with the layouts. What is the relationship between a pick list field and a layout? Whether you have it in the layout or you do not have it in the layout.
Okay, no, pick list values I am choosing based on the conditions, which values should be visible in the drop down for which user. So that is the record motto of record. Okay, so that will not. Okay, I need to do one.
Very rarely you will use pick list filtering. Very rarely you will be used. So
Okay.
pick list, if there is no requirement for pick list filtering, there is no need for record types any further.
Okay.
You can make everything dynamic using Lightning pages. So please
We have to
spend time exploring Lightning page. That is very critical because nowadays all the projects will be using Lightning page. Nobody is using